I am Chloe Carter with 2 R's.
This video is going to be a story time about the time I went into the wrong lecture. So let's just crack on. I was in my first year of uni. This even happened like this time last year. I was in my first year of uni, and like, I don't know about how you guys are feeling, but I was just lost. Like, literally, I was confused. But my confusion doesn't last like the first month or something. My confusion was there for like the whole year, or maybe like 6 months, like for ages. I'm talking about ages. I was confused in uni. I literally I didn't know anything until I had a talk with my tutor, and then I kind of got to grips with it. But other than that, I was confused. Like, everything is just confusing to me. So basically, it was a Wednesday, and I had just been partying the night before. And I don't know why I done this, because in my mind, my mind always tells me, okay, Chloe, you got a lecture tomorrow, don't go out partying. And for some reason, like, my friends was like, oh, let me shout, Abigail, Patrick, they were like, oh yeah, we got you tickets to go see this concert. Little Boys are going to be there tomorrow, so tonight, so you should go to it. And I was like, hey, I'm going, and they're free. She's like, yeah, some random girl on campus was just giving out free tickets to go. And I was like, what? I am going. So I ended up going, yeah. And also that was a good night because I got a free t-shirt. So Little Boys, I was in the crowd and I know every single song. It was my favourite song. Everybody wanna swing my way. See? Even if I didn't know the words, I was still lip singing. I was like, and then they were handing out t-shirts. And then personally, I don't know if it was their manager or someone or their friend, came down and gave me the t-shirt. He's like, and he gave me the t-shirt, and I was like, I was so happy. I was so gassed, and I was just like, I should have worn the t-shirt in this video actually. From screaming my heart out, watching them, I gathered myself and fresh as flu. I lost my voice, yeah, but I'm just so happy right now. Little Boys gave me their t-shirt. Did anyone warn you guys about that? No one told me about fresh as flu. Fresh as flu is real, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I got fresh as flu, so I had a sore throat. And the concert, we stayed there till like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had a 9 AM lecture. So we was there, walked home. Then my friends was like, I was like, oh, I'm tired. They're like, you're not gonna get that much sleep. You should just go home, shower, get ready for uni, and then like have a nap, then brush your teeth in the morning, then just go. And my dumb foolish self done that. So I woke up, yeah, man was early. So I have a 35-minute walk in it, long, and I got into the lecture 20 minutes before. Yeah, come on, gang. I got there 20 minutes before, and a whole 20 minutes. So I'm just sitting there chilling. I went right in the center, so like the middle row and the middle of the lecture fell. And I noticed that like lots of people are walking in and they don't look like they're people from my class or anything, innit? So I'm just chilling there anyway. And then the people started sitting next to me, and I was like, ooh, all these new people want to sit next to me. So I was very gassy, yeah, like, ooh, new people are sitting next to me. Then strike one, where I should have known I was in the wrong place. The lecturer was like, okay guys, we're going to pick up from where we left off yesterday. And I'm thinking, yesterday? Where was I yesterday? So I let that fly past, innit? And she's like, okay guys, take out your worksheets, your handouts. Everyone had the handout. So then I was like, I tapped this girl, yeah, this geeky girl that was in front of me, yeah. She had the glasses on. She didn't have cool glasses like these, innit? But she had glasses on, yeah. And I tapped her. I was like, excuse me. Oh yeah, I had a sore throat as well, so I couldn't talk. So I was like, excuse me, where did you get that? And she was more croaking it. I was like, excuse me, where did you get that paper from? And she's like, I've printed mine out. I was like, okay. I was just sitting there listening, and I remember the lecture so well. It was all about eyes and how, like, okay, this is boring, but it was basically how we can look at a whole picture, but we only are actually looking at a tiny bit of an image, not the whole thing. There was all these different things to remember, all the different parts of the eyes, and I was just sitting there taking notes, like raw. Then I was like, let me do something about this, innit? So say it's about 30 minutes in, 35 minutes in, innit? So my lectures were 1 hour. It's like 35 minutes in, innit? So I tapped the girl next to me now. Excuse me, do you have this on your timetable? And she looked at her timetable and she's like, no. And I'm thinking, she's in the wrong place. But I'm not going to say anything. She's in the wrong place though, but you know, it's all good. And she's like, yeah, nah, you that's something different. So I was just chilling there, listening, you know, it was interesting. They were doing demonstrations. I was even gonna volunteer to go down for the demonstration. Then she was speaking to her friend. Her friend was like, oh, can I see your timetable? And she looked at it, and then both of them just started giggling, laughing, innit? And me, oh, I don't know what's wrong with me, innit? But literally, they were literally laughing, giggling to themselves, innit? And me as well, I was like, laughing with them as well. And I don't even know what they're laughing at, but they're laughing at me, and I'm trying to laugh with them, like, just to be friendly, like, Then they're like, we think you're in the wrong lecture. And I was like, huh? What? And they were like, what year are you in? And I was like, first year, fresher. They started laughing even more. And I just started laughing as well. I was like, laughing as well. They're like, this is not a first year lecture. We are in 3rd year. And I was like, huh? What? And I was thinking, yeah, now it all makes sense. This is why I couldn't keep up. This is why everyone has the handouts. This is why they were there yesterday. But me, I have a lot of pride sometimes. I was like, you know what? I kind of like what they're doing, so it's quite interesting. That's why I said it's actually quite interesting. So I'm gonna sit down and just listen to it to the end. So I'm sitting there, and I just went, and then some boy taps them, and they were like, he was like, whoa, what's going on? Then they told him, and then he started laughing. And then he started passing it on. Then basically, before I knew it, everyone behind me was just giggling, laughing, like, she's in the wrong way, she's actually first year. Everyone's laughing at me, I'm just like this. I was like, this is not gonna break me, this is not gonna break me. I'm just gonna sit here and stand my ground. Then they tapped me again. They're like, you know, by the way, this is not like your first year lectures. This is not 1 hour. Like, we got 2 more hours left. I'm out of here, man. Cause I was sick, innit? I was wearing this, and I had some big fat donut on my head, and this jacket makes me look fat. It makes me look so fat. I had a big bag, big rucksack as well, yeah. I went to go grab my bag, yeah. And when I done it, her bottle of water and all of her books was on the lecture table, innit? So when I went, doo, and then her water bottle rolled all the way to the front of the lecture hall, yeah. It was so embarrassing, trying to squeeze past all these people. Because remember, I'm in the middle. And I was like this, oh, sorry. The girl's just laughing. She's like, it's okay. And I was squeezing past. Then I just left, like, I actually just left. And I felt rude leaving because the lecturer was talking. My chest was like, that's how I feel when I get embarrassed. Like, embarrassment, I can't firm embarrassment. And I'll always find myself embarrassing myself. Like, I'm always embarrassing myself at least once a day. Either I'm running for the bus and I miss it, either I'm doing stupidness like volunteering myself to go on stage, and I don't know why, but I always just embarrass myself. I go to my original class, and these times there was 5 minutes left of the class. So I go in, and then the lecturer's like, you're late. Because it was a tutorial as well. She's like, you're late. Just sit down and I'll give you the handout. So I'm just sitting down now. And these times I didn't really know anyone in the tutorial class either to be like, this time I was just sitting down and I was just bare embarrassed, like. And at the end, everyone left. A few people was around. Then my tutor was like, so why was you late? And I was like, oh, because basically I was in the wrong lecture. Like, I was early, like I got here 20 minutes before class started, but I was just in the wrong lecture. And she was like, and then I was giggling as well. She's like, oh, I feel so bad now. And then ever since then, like, she became like my favourite staff member at the uni. And yeah, she's so nice. Like, she was proper nice. But yeah, so guys, if you don't recognise the faces, the people in your lecture, do not do a me. I sat down in the lecture class for 50 minutes in the wrong lecture, and I knew I was in the wrong lecture eventually. Don't do that to yourself. If you sense something's wrong, just get up and be like, yeah, or ask someone. When they tell you, oh, we think you're in the wrong lecture, listen to them or double check, because you don't want to do a me and sit there and embarrass yourself. That's the end of this story time. Bye guys. I cut crease, trying to blend nightmares and realities. This world is a human disease. Concealer conceals true feelings.